Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving sessions. Till date we have solved the different type of problems under initial condition. Now we will see the different type of problems under initial condition with the help of operational amplifiers. We have already solved the basic problems of operational amplifiers in my previous sessions. So now under this session we will see how the initial condition is applicable on the operational amplifier. We will see the problem and we will solve one by one different type of problems. If you have still not subscribed, comment and like my channel, please do it. Please subscribe it, because once you subscribe it, it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous sessions. The link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. You can go through it and find all previous videos. So we start with this problem solving sessions. Please be focused on all the different type of problems of operational amplifier. So friend, in this problem the op-amp is ideal in nature. The operational amplifier is ideal in nature, okay, and the value of R and C is as mentioned here, 10 kilo ohm, C 1 microfarad. The initial voltage across V is 5 volt and V0, you have to find the value of V0 for t greater than 0. Very important thing, this is your V0, okay, and this is your voltage V. So V is the voltage across the capacitor. So if you apply the formula for finding out the voltage across the capacitor, so that comes to be V infinite plus of V0 minus of V infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Very important thing, this is the voltage across the capacitor, not this output voltage. So don't confuse with it. You have to find the value of first Vt and then only you can find the value of V0 t, because it is an initial based problems. Okay, now the point is how we find the value of V0. See, in this type of problem, generally when operational amplifier used to come, you have to first think how the concept is applicable. Sometimes this concept is applicable, sometimes you have to apply the differential equations and then get the answers. So this is only based on your the number of problems you will solve during your practice sessions. So that means the concept is very important, and the point is you have to go through the number of problems. Then only you will understand. Just by looking the problem, you will be able to identify what are the methods is applicable. Either this method is applicable or you have to apply the differential equations method. Okay, so in this problem we will see this is the voltage which is appearing across this capacitor. So that means if you have to find the value of V, if you able to find the value of V, this value is here by the concept of virtual ground, because no current is flowing here. So if you know the value of Vt, that means you know the value of V0 t. Very simple. Okay, so once you find the value of Vt, you can able to find the value of V0 t. From this equation, V0 is already mentioned as 5 volt. You have to find the value of V infinite. Okay, and then you have to find the value of tau. So first we will see, if I redraw this network, please see. Can you say that from this network the value of V infinite is 0? Why? Because there is no active source present. So you cannot able to find the value of V infinite, or you can say that there does not exist any steady state value across the capacitor at t equal to infinite. So from here the solution of Vt comes to be V0 e to the power minus t by tau. Now you know the value of V0, you have to find the value of tau. What is your tau? Tau is your R equivalent into C. Now your task is to find the value of R equivalent. Okay, so we will find what is R equivalent in this network. Now for finding out the R equivalent, what I will do, we will find this across the capacitor, as I said earlier. In our previous sessions also we have seen. So if this is the position of the capacitor where the capacitor was connected, so if I say this current is I theta and the voltage is V theta, so 3 different nodes are existing here. Okay, and I'll consider that voltage here is V1. This 3 nodes are available here. I will say that voltage here is V1. At this node the voltage is V theta. Okay, so if I apply at this node and at this node 2 KCLs. So first I am applying at this node, say it is 1 and it is 2. So at node 1, okay, at node 1 I am applying the KCL. So what it is? It is V theta minus of V1 upon R minus of I theta is equal to 0, or you can say V theta minus of V1 is equal to R of I theta. Say this is your equation first. This is your equation first. Okay. Now similarly we will apply at V1 node. Okay. At V1 node we again apply. So it is what? It is V upon R, please see. Then V1 minus V0 upon R, V1 minus V0, because here the voltage is V0. Okay, here the voltage is V0. So V1 minus V0 upon R plus of V1 minus of V theta upon R, that is equal to 0. And if you solve this, it comes to be 3V1 is equal to V0 plus of V theta. And from here if you see, V0 is equal to V theta. Yes, from the concept of virtual ground, V0, this node potential and this node potential is equal. So from here you can say that 3V1 is equal to 2 of V theta, or you can say V1 is equal to 2 upon 3 V theta. If you put this value here, so can you get the answer? Yes, it is V theta minus 2 by 3 V theta is equal to R of I theta. And if you solve it, so that comes to be V theta by I theta upon V theta upon I theta, that comes to be thrice of R. So this is your R equivalent. Okay. So what is your R equivalent? We will see here. Your R equivalent comes to be thrice of R. So what is now tau? It is R equivalent, that is 3R into C. So it is 3 into 10 into 10 to power 3 into 10 to power minus 6. So that comes to be how much? It is 3 by 100 seconds. So this is your tau. Once you know the value of tau, what is Vt? Your Vt comes to be how much? Your voltage Vt is, it is 5 e to the power minus 100t by 3 volts. This is the value of voltage Vt. And once you know the value of Vt, that will become your V0t. Okay, by the concept of virtual ground. So in this manner you have find the value of V0t also. So this is your first problem in which we have seen how the concept is applicable. Okay. So now friend, this is your next type of problem in which the value of Vs, that is 1 volt, with the condition that Vs abruptly change from 0 to 1 volt. It means at time t equal to 0 negative, if you talk, the voltage is 0, but from t equal to 0 it is abruptly changed from 0 to 1 volt. The value of C as 0.5 microfarad. You have to find the value of V0 t for t greater than 0. Again, very important thing, if I redraw this circuit, basically you have to understand this network properly. If I redraw this circuit, please see. So if I redraw this circuit, please see. This voltage across C is V. Okay, but you have to find the voltage of that is output voltage of this operational amplifier. So from here you can say that first the value of Vt is V infinite plus of V0 minus of V infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Okay. So here the initial value is nothing mentioned and no such condition is given. That means the value of V0 is what? It is 0. Very important. So from here you can directly write the solution for Vt comes to be V infinite 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. Okay. So but as I said, this we are talking only about Vt. For the time being we are not talking about V0, but we have to see how we find the value of V0t. Since op-amp is ideal in nature, it means no current is entering here. That means with the concept of virtual ground, whatever the voltage here will appear here. So since here is connected to ground, that means it is a 0 voltage. So if you apply this KVL, so from here you can say that 0 minus of Vt minus of V0t is what? 0. If I talk about the condition, of V naught t. So you can say that the V naught t is equal to minus of Vt. Very important equation. From here it is clear that if once you find the value of Vt and you reverse it, you will get the value of V naught t. Okay, or you can directly write from here that the value of V naught t is basically V infinite e to the power minus t by tau minus of 1. Yes, this is the value of your V naught t. Now your task is to find the value of V infinite and tau. Once you find this value, you can get the answer. So this is one basic things which I explained here. Now our task is to find the value of V infinite. So now see, first we have to find this value V infinite. So V infinite, it means if I see this circuit, please look here. Here itself I am making certain changes to understand this. This is your amplifier, operational amplifier, and you can say that this voltage here is your V infinite voltage. Yes. Okay. This voltage is what? Your V infinite voltage. Very simple. Now if this voltage is V infinite, can you able to find this voltage V infinite? Okay, this we have to, this we will try to understand how we'll find this voltage. Okay, for finding out this voltage, if I know this current, yes, one can able to find it. So if somehow you can find this current, that is also possible. So if I consider this node and let some current here and here it is flowing. Okay, very simple. If I consider this node and this is one current and this is one current which is flowing here. So can you apply a KCL here? Yes, it is 0 minus of Vs upon 20, that is K, plus of 0 minus of V naught. See, it is 0 minus of, the voltage here is V naught. Okay, so it is 0 minus of V naught upon 50K, that is equal to 0. Okay. Now from here, if you see this 0 minus of V naught upon 50K is the current, the current which is flowing here. Okay, the current which is flowing here. Okay, so can I say minus Vs upon 20K? See, once again I am explaining, this is the current which is flowing here because it is open circuit, so the same current will flow here. Okay, so 0 minus V naught upon 50 is the current which is flowing in this manner. So if I say this current is, let it is Is, so it means here is the current is Is. This current is what? Is. So here I can directly write it as Is, that is equal to 0. So from here you can say that the value of Is is Vs upon 20K. So if you know the value of Is, can you find the value of V infinite? Yes, the value of V infinite comes to be Is into what? 50K. So what is the value of Vs? It is 1. So that comes to be 1 upon 20K into 50K. So from here the value of V infinite comes to be 2.5 volt. This is the value of V infinite. Okay. So simply put this value here. So from here you can get the value of V naught t as 2.5 into e to the power minus t by tau minus 1. Now the last thing, you have to find the value of tau. You will see how we find this value. Just by repeating the video, try to understand it. Although it is a very simple method and very simple procedures I am explaining here, just to understand. Okay, now the next task is to find the value of tau. Now how we find the value of tau, please see. For finding out the value of tau, as I said earlier, in the same circuit I am discussing, tau, it means you have to find the equivalent resistance. Okay, that means R equivalent C. tau is what here? It is R equivalent C. Since it is an RC circuit, so it is R equivalent C. Okay. But very important thing for finding out R equivalent C, this we have to remove. This will get short circuited. But if you see here, it is 0 volt and this is 0 volt at this node. That means potential at it is basically a grounded node. Okay. This is basically, you can say it is a ground node. Okay. So once it is a ground node, there is no use of this resistance. Okay, this resistance will not take part in discharging and discharging of this particular capacitor. So from here, can you write directly the value of R equivalent as 50K? Because this capacitor, this resistance will play the very important role in discharging and charging of this capacitor. So from here, the value of R equivalent directly comes to be 50K. So your tau comes to be, it is, what is C? It is 0.5 microfarad. Yes, it is 0.5 microfarad. Okay, so now can you find it? This is what? 2.5 into 10 to power minus 2, or you can say it is 25 into 10 to power minus 3, or you can say it is 25 by 1000, or it is 1 by 40 seconds. Yes, 1 by 40 seconds. This is the value of tau. So once you know the value of tau, the solution for V0 t comes to be 2.5 e to the power minus of 40 t minus of 1 volt. This is the final answer. This is your final answer, and this how we have find the value of V0 t. Very important and good question. Now we will go for the next problem. Now friend, this is your next type of problem under op-amp. This is your C, this is your R, this is your Vs. Okay, and the condition at t equal to 0, the switch is closed. At t equal to 0, switch is closed. So that means at t equal to 0 negative, switch was open, and once it is open, you can see that no active source present here. So for the timing, if I consider some voltage across this capacitor is V, so if this is a node, I am considering this is a node and this is a node, here is the voltage is V0, okay, and this I am considering as plus to minus, that is V. So you can say that the value of V0 negative is 0 and that is equal to V0 positive, or you can say that the value of initial voltage across the capacitor is 0 volt. Very important thing. This you have to identify and this you have to understand. So if this is clear, then you can say that the value of Vt as per our formula is V infinite plus of V0 minus of V infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Now if you know the value of Vt, somehow we find the value of V0 t. But now if you see the value at V infinite is difficult to find. Why? Because at t equal to infinite, the switch is closed. This voltage with the concept of virtual ground, this voltage is appearing here. We know the value of R, we know the value of this C, but we don't know the value of V0. And once we don't know the value of V0, it is difficult to find this value of V infinite here. It is difficult to find. Okay, if you see, it is difficult to find the value of V infinite. You cannot able to find the value of V infinite. So this is again a different type of problem in which this concept is not applicable. This concept. Okay, just keep in mind. You can do during your exercises that how you can find the value of V infinite. So you will find that yes, it is not possible to find the value of V infinite here. So if it is not possible, then how we will solve this question? So for finding out such type of question, basically we have to find the value of V0 t. Okay. So if I considered at t equal to 0, this switch get closed. very important thing. At t equal to 0, this switch will get closed. So at whatever the voltage appear here will remain equal. So you can say that here is the voltage is Vs, here is the voltage is Vs. Yes. So now is it possible to find the value of current here and the value of current here, because no current will enter here because of virtual ground. So if I see here, so you can say that the Vs upon R, the current here, and if I talk about this current, what is this current? This current is, you can say that the current across the capacitor. Okay, this is what the current across the capacitor. So you can say that it is plus C dV by dt, and that is equal to 0 if I write this equation. Yes, Vs upon R, the current which is flowing here, and the current which is flowing here is what? It is C dV by dt, the current which is flowing here. Because see, whatever the current is flowing here is because of the presence of this capacitor here, and we know that the current across the capacitor is what? It is C dV by dt, and this V is basically the voltage across the capacitor. So we know that the voltage across the capacitor is V, so you can directly write C dV by dt is the current which is flowing here. Yes. Now if I solve this equation, one more important thing, this capacitor, if you see, it is connected in this fashion. This is plus, this is minus, or I redraw it as plus and minus. So for finding out the current, you apply loop in this fashion, and we have also considered that the current is flowing in this fashion. That's why I write it as plus C dV by dt. Very important. Okay. So from here, the value of dB by dt comes to be minus of Vs upon Rc, or you can say the value of dV comes to be minus of Vs upon Rc into dt. Okay, if I integrate this, so that comes to be Vt is equal to minus of Vs upon Rc into t plus of sub constant C. Can I write in this manner? Yes. Okay. So from here, if you solve this, the value of C comes to be what? It is 0. Why? Because if you put the initial value, that is t equal to 0, so this will become V0, this also becomes 0, so the value of C will become 0. So from here, one thing is clear, that the value of, if I solve it in the form of Vt, the value of Vt comes to be minus of Vs by Rc into t, or if you solve this, it comes to be minus of 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 upon, what is R? It is 20 into 10 to the power 3 into C is 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so this get cancelled out. This 20 and 20 also get cancelled out. It is minus, that comes to be minus of 1 by 5, or you can say minus t by 5. This is the value of your Vt. Now once you know the value of Vt, can you find the value of V0? Yes, we can find. We'll see how we'll find. Now for finding out the value of V0 t, if you see, this voltage you know, this voltage you know, this voltage you know. Okay. So if I apply one loop from here to here, okay, from here to here, that is from here to here, 1 KVL, so that comes to be Vs minus of Vt minus of V0 t is equal to 0. So from here, the value of V0 t comes to be Vt minus of Vs, or you can say the value of Vt is minus t by 5 minus of the value of Vs is what? It is 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 of millivolt. If I rearrange this, the value of V naught t comes to be if you find the value of V naught t, that comes to be Vs minus of Vt. Okay, so V naught t equal to the value of Vst is 20, it is in millivolt, and minus it comes to be plus of 5. Okay, if I solve it is 20 into 10 to power minus 3, should I write it as 200 into 10 to power minus 3 t? Should I write? Please see. Yes, it is 0.2. So from here, if you take it as 20 millivolt as common, so that comes to be 1 plus 10t. It is in millivolt. So this is the answer for V naught t. And this way we have find the value of V naught t. It is 20, 1 plus 10t, it is in millivolt. So this is the answer for your V naught t. Okay, again one important problem. So this is another type of problem, friends, in which you have to find the value of I10, I20 and IL0, then you have to find the value of ILT, and then you have to find these values. Okay, what is this voltage V naught? It is appearing here. Okay, now please keep in mind, very important thing is, whenever we are talking about the initial condition, just keep in your mind that in case of inductor only we'll talk about the current. Okay, in case of capacitor we talk about the voltage, because we have already seen that the voltage across the capacitor will not change instantaneously. Similarly, the current across the inductor will not change instantaneously. That's why the initial property exists. Okay, so but if you talk about the resistor, there is no any type of initial condition. So if you see the condition of switch, this switch is moving from position A to B at t equal to 0. It means at t equal to 0, switch S, if I call this switch as S, so S is at B, or if you talk about a t equal to 0 negative, the S is at A. Okay, okay, that means at t equal to 0 negative, if I draw this circuit t equal to 0 negative, this comes to be what? Please see, this is your resistance, and this is your switch position. This resistance will get omitted here. This will become only 6 ohm resistance. This will be short circuited. This is short circuited, and the current flowing is IL infinite, that is a short circuit current, and here it is plus minus of 30 volt. This was the switch position. Okay, so from here it is clear that once it is a short circuit branch, this also gets short circuited, this also gets short circuited. So if you talk about this current I1 and I2, there does not exist any significance. So I1 0 and I2 0, both will be 0. Very important thing. Since I am directly writing about 0, you can say that it is since I am not talking about this 0 negative directly here. Why? Because we have seen that the current across the inductor is the 0 negative and I0 negative and I0 positive. So here I am directly writing that yes, the initial current across I1 0 and I2 0 is directly 0. So there is no existence of I1 and I2 0. Why? Because this gets short circuited. So this you can finally remove from here. This will be entirely removed. Okay, and here is the branch where the IL infinite current is flowing, and from not IL infinite, this is what? This is IL0, sorry, this is IL0. Current flowing here is what? IL0 negative mainly. So IL0 negative will become what? It is 30 by 10, so that comes to be 3 ampere. So you can say that IL0 negative and IL0 positive is equal to 3 ampere, or you can say IL0, that is the initial current, is 3 ampere. So from here this value comes to be 0 ampere, this value comes to be 0 ampere, but this value comes to be 3 ampere. Very important. Okay, these three solutions we have find. Now come to the point, that is ILT. Now we have to find the value of ILT. We will see how we find the value of ILT. For finding out ILT, as I said earlier, very simple. ILT is what? It is IL infinite plus of IL 0 minus of IL infinite into e to the power minus t by tau. So the value of IL 0 we have already found as 3 ampere. Now you have to find the value of IL infinite. If you see directly from this figure, at t equal to infinite, the switch position will goes to B. So this is your figure, and this is got short circuited. This is 6 ohm, this is 3 ohm. Whatever the current here is IL infinite. So you can say that the value of IL infinite is what? It is 0 ampere. Yes, because no active source is present. So this goes 0, this goes 0. So from here you can say that the solution comes to be IL 0 e to the power minus t by tau. This is the value of ILT. IL 0 you already know. You have to find the value of tau, and tau is what? It is L by R equivalent. L you know, R equivalent you have to find. For finding out the R equivalent, as I said, you have to find at t equal to 0. So if you draw at t equal to 0 this network again, and you'll see these are the two resistances, because at t equal to 0 again this switch is at position B, and across this inductor you have to find the R equivalent. This is your 3 ohm resistance, this is your 6 ohm. So you can say that R equivalent is 3 parallel 6, that comes to be 2 ohm. So from here comes to be 4 by 2, that comes to be 2. So the value of ILT comes to be, that is IL 0 is what? It is 3 e to the power minus t by 2 ampere. Very important. In this manner you have find the value of ILT also, this value. Okay. Now finally you have to find the value of IL infinite and V naught infinite. That we will see. IL infinite we have already find as 0. Yes. Okay. This we have already find. Since IL infinite is 0, at that time you have seen the capacitor was in this manner. If you just rewind this video, this was the current as IL infinite, and the potential was here what is what V infinite. So you can directly say that this is also 0 volt. Okay, this is also 0 volt. Yes. Now what about I2 infinite? What about I2 infinite? If you see, this is the current, here is the I2 infinite. So this is what? This is also 0 ampere. Why? Because no active source present here. So directly you can say that the value of I2 infinite is what? It is also 0 ampere. So in this manner we have find all the values. Okay. So with this problem is finished.